Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to Congregation Beth Israel in Houston. Live streaming is here for you. I'm delighted that we can share the Shabbat together, sharing beautiful prayers, inspiring music, and an important message. As the week continues and Shabbat begins, please accept my very best wishes for good health, much life, and greater peace. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Good Shabbos to each of you as we gather together here in our sanctuary on this Shabbat morning. We are grateful for the opportunity to come together and celebrate this day, a day of rest and reflection, of joy and praise. And this morning we are also grateful to celebrate with Natalie and Hannah on the occasion of them being called to the Torah as Benot Mitzvah. We're pleased to welcome their family and friends who have joined us here this morning. In front of you, you will find our prayer book. Inside, you will find our prayers in Hebrew and in English, as well as transliteration. In addition, at the bottom of each page, you will find some commentary, which will enhance your understanding of our prayers this morning. We are grateful for all of our young friends who have joined us, and I'd like to invite those of you who are seated over to my far left to come and join the rest of the congregation, please, so that you can participate fully in our service. We invite you and everyone here, please, at this time, to silence any cell phones you may have with you, and please refrain using them for any picture taking or text messaging during our service. Cantor will now continue.
We continue now with the singing of Ma Tovu on page 74. How fair are your tents, O Jacob, your dwellings, O Israel.
We continue now on page 79.
Matter is never destroyed, only transformed. So too can the soul evolve higher and higher, from instinct to inspiration, haughtiness to holiness, selfishness to service, from individualism to union, to join with the soul of souls as the infinite one. As the soul is magnified and sanctified, so is the infinite one exalted. Baruch atah Adonai asher bayado nefesh kol chai v'ruach kol basar ish. Please turn to page 108 and rise for Baruch Hu.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed.
Page 110. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Yotzer or uverei hoshech, osei shalom uverei et hakol, hameir la'aretz v'ladarim elecha berachamim, uvtuvo mechadesh b'chol yom tamid maseh v'reishit, marabu ma'asecha Adonai kulam bechochma asita, ma'ah ha'aretz kinyanecha, titbara Adonai Eloheinu al sheva ma'aseh yadecha v'al meorei or sha'asita, yifa ruach selah, or Hadash al Tzion Ta'ir, v'nizkechu lanu hara le'oro. Baruch atah Adonai Yotzer HaMe'orot. We continue on page 112. How deeply you have loved us, Adonai, our God, gracing us with surpassing compassion, on account of our forebears, who trust led you to teach them the laws of life. Be gracious to us, teaching us as well. O merciful one, have mercy on us by making us able to understand and discern, to heed, learn, and teach, and lovingly to observe, perform, and fulfill all that is in your Torah. Enlighten our eyes with your Torah. Focus our minds on your mitzvot. Unite our hearts in love and reverence for your name. Then we will never feel shame, never deserve rebuke, and never stumble, having trusted in your great name and awesome holiness. We shall celebrate your salvation with joy. Together, gather us in peace from the four corners of the earth, and lead us upright to our land. For you, O God, work wonders. You chose us. Truly, you drew us near to your great name, that we might acknowledge you, declaring you one in love. Praise be you, Adonai, who chooses your people Israel in love. Baruch atah Adonai, haboher ba'amo Yisrael ba'ahava. Page 114.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed.
Please be seated. Page 116. Ve'afta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol meodecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher Anohi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibartam bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha u'v'lechtecha v'derech u'v'shokbecha u'v'kumecha u'kshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot b'eineinecha u'chtavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'isharecha leman tiskeru ve'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'yitem kedoshim Elohechem Ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lahem le'elohim Ani Adonai Elohechem. We read together in the middle of the page. You shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. Take to heart these instructions with which I charge you this day. Impress them upon your children. Recite them when you stay at home and when you are away, when you lie down and when you get up. Bind them as a sign on your hand, and let them serve as a symbol on your forehead. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Thus you shall remember to observe all my commandments, and to be holy to your God. I am Adonai your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai your God. Adonai Elohechem Emet. Please turn to page 120. For us, this eternal teaching is true and enduring, beloved and precious, awesome, good, and beautiful. The God of the universe is truly our sovereign, the rock of Jacob, our protecting shield. God endures through all generations. God's name persists. God's throne is firm. God's sovereignty and faithfulness last forever. God's words live and endure, faithful and precious for eternity. Together. From Egypt you redeemed us, freeing us from bondage. For that your beloved sang praise, exalting you. Your dear ones offered hymns, songs, praise, blessing, and thanksgiving to you as sovereign, the living and enduring God. High and exalted, great and awesome, God ever humbles the proud, raises the lowly, frees the imprisoned, redeems the afflicted, helps the oppressed, answering our people when we cry out. Praise to God Most High. Blessed is God and deserving of blessing. In great joy, Moses, Miriam, and Israel responded with song to you, all of them proclaiming.
Mi chamocha bailim Adonai, mi kamocha neidar b'kodesh, norati lo tosefele, norati lo tosefele. Shir chadisha shivachu geolim, leshimcha sefat hayam, yachad kulam hodu, v'him lichu v'yameru, Adonai meloch leolam va'ed, Adonai meloch leolam va'ed, Adonai meloch leolam va'ed. Sur Yisrael, kulma b'ezrat Yisrael, ufedechinu
צבאות שמו קדוש ישראל. ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
Rock of Israel, rise in support of Israel and redeem Judah and Israel as you promised. Our Redeemer, Adonai Tsefaot is your name. Blessed are you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel.
We continue now with our tefillah on pages 124, 126, and 128. Please rise.
Adonai sefatai tifta ufi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Velohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Velohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei Hakol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot ve'imahot, U'mevii Geula livnei b'neihem, L'man Shemo be'ahava. Melech Ozer u'Moshia u'Magen. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Bezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh hakol atah, Ra le'Hoshia. Mechakel chayim bechesed, Mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim, Somech noflim berofei cholim, Umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato lishenei afar. Michamocha ba'al gevurot, Umido melach, Melech memit umechayeh, umatzmiah Yeshua, v'ne'eman atah lehachayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, mechayeh hakol.
We read together in the middle of page 128.
You are forever mighty, Adonai. You give life to all.
You sustain life through love,
giving life to all.
through great compassion, supporting the fallen, healing the sick, freeing the captive, keeping faith with those who sleep in the dust. Who is like you, source of mighty acts? Who resembles you, a sovereign who takes and gives life, causing deliverance to spring up, and faithfully giving life to all. Blessed are you, Adonai, who gives life to all. Page 130.
נקדש שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום, ככתוב היה נביאך, וקרא זה אל זה ואמר, קדוש, 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 אדוני צבאות, מלוא כל הארץ כבודו. בשבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
To all generations, we will declare your greatness, and for all eternity proclaim your holiness. Your praise, O God, shall never depart from our lips. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Please be seated. Page 132. Those who keep Shabbat by calling it a delight will rejoice in your realm. The people that hallow Shabbat will delight in your goodness. For being pleased with the seventh day, you hallowed it as most precious of days, drawing our attention to the work of creation. We continue reading together on page 134. Our God and God of our ancestors, be pleased with our rest. Sanctify us with your mitzvot, and grant us a share in your Torah. Satisfy us with your goodness, and gladden us with your salvation. Purify our hearts to serve you in truth. In your gracious love, Adonai our God, grant us your holy Shabbat as a heritage. May Israel, who sanctifies your name, rest on Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai, who sanctifies Shabbat. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Page 136. Find favor, Adonai our God, with your people Israel, and accept their prayer in love. May the worship of your people Israel always be acceptable. God, who is near to all who call, turn lovingly to your servant. Pour out your Spirit upon us. Let our eyes behold your loving return to Zion. Blessed are you, Adonai, whose presence returns to Zion. Page 139. We read responsively. For the expanding grandeur of creation, worlds known and unknown, galaxies beyond galaxies, filling us with awe and challenging our imaginations.
Modim anachnu lach.
For this fragile planet Earth, its times and tides, its sunsets and seasons.
Modim anachnu lach.
For the joy of human life, its wonders and surprises, its hopes and achievements.
Modim anachnu lach.
For human community, our common past and future hope, our oneness transcending all separation, our capacity to work for peace and justice in the midst of hostility and oppression.
Modim anachnu lach.
For high hopes and noble causes, our faith without fanaticism, and for understanding of views not shared.
Modim anachnu lach.
For all who have labored and suffered for a fairer world, who have lived so that others may live in dignity and freedom.
Modim anachnu lach.
for human liberties and sacred rights, for opportunities to change and grow, to affirm and choose.
Modim Anach Nulach.
We pray that we may live not by our fears, but by our hopes, not by our words, but by our deeds. Blessed are you, Adonai. Your name is goodness, and you are worthy of thanksgiving. Baruch atah Adonai, Hatov, Shimcha, Ulecha, Na'eh, Lehodot. Page 140. Grant peace, goodness, blessing, grace, kindness, and mercy to us and to all your people Israel. Bless us, our Creator, all of us together, through the light of your presence, truly through the light of your presence, Adonai, our God. You gave us a Torah of life, the love of kindness, justice, and blessing, mercy, life, and peace. May you see fit to bless your people Israel at all times, at every hour, with your peace. Praised are you, Adonai, who blesses your people Israel with peace.
Sim Shalom Tova Uveracha Sim Shalom Tova Uveracha Chen v'chesed v'rachamim Chen v'chesed v'rachamim v'rachamim Sim Shalom Tova uveracha Sim Shalom Tova uveracha.
We pray silently.
In our prayer book, we turn to page 244 as we prepare for the reading of Torah. Ein kamocha Elohim Adonai ve'ein kamasecha malchutcha malchut kol olamim umemshaltecha b'chol dor v'ador Adonai melech Adonai malach Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed Adonai oz le'amo yiten Adonai varech et amo v'ashalom. There is none like you among the gods, Adonai, and there are no deeds like yours. You are sovereign over all worlds, and your dominion is in all generations. Adonai reigns, Adonai has reigned. Adonai will reign forever and ever. Adonai will give strength to our people. Adonai will bless our people with peace. It's a privilege to call to join us on the bima now to open the doors of the Holy Ark, Heather Biederman, Sheila Posner, Marlene Rosen, and Andrea Rovit. Please come forward. As well, we invite Rona and Howard Sandy and Rachel Sandy to take their places here at the Torah reading table, as we'll ask them to help us to undress the Torah in a moment. And as we turn to page 248, we rise. Let us declare the greatness of our God and give honor to the Torah.
Gadlul Adonai iti, uneromma shemo yachdav. Lecha Adonai hagedula v'hagevura v'hatiferet v'hanetzach v'hahod. Ki chol b'shamayim u'va'aretz, ki chol b'shamayim.
This Shabbat morning, our Torah reading comes from the book of Leviticus, beginning in chapter 14, verse 1, in the portion called Mitzvah. And it's a great privilege to invite Ashley Burdine to the Torah to recite the blessings as we give thanks to God for the gift of Torah.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. V'yedaber Adonai el Moshe Lemor. Zot tiheya Torah hametzorah beyom tehorato vehuva el hakohen veyatza hakohen el mihutz lamachaneh vera'ah hakohen vehine nirpat nega hatzarat min hatzaruach vetziva hakohen velaka lamitaher shtei purim hayot teherot etz eretz usheni tolat vetayazov vetziva hakohen veshahat et hatzipor hayhat el keli heres almaim hayim et hatzipor hahaya hikach ota vet et haerez vecheni hatolat vetayazov vetaval otam vet hatzipor hahaya bedam hatzipor hashchuta al hamayim hahayim.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'hayei olam nata betochenu. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Stand right next to the cantor.
Tamod, Tamod, Tamod Natanya, Bat Mitzvah.
Baruch et Adonai Hamvorah.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bahar banu mikol ha'amim ve'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Ve'hizah al hamitaher min hatzarat sheva pa'amim v'tiharo ve'shilach et hatzipor hahaya al pnei hasadeh ve'hibes hamitaher et begadav ve'gilach et kol se'aro ve'rahatz b'mayim ve'taher ve'ahar yavo el hamachaneh ve'yashav mihutz lo holo shiv'at yamim ve'haya vayom hashvi yegalach et kol se'aro et rosho ve'tzekano ve'et gabot einav vet kol se'aro yegaleach ve'hibes et begadav ve'rahatz et besaro b'mayim ve'taher. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata betochenu. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. So beautifully done. Can be seated. Our Torah reading continues in Leviticus chapter 14, verse 11 in Mitzvah. It's a privilege to invite Sharon and Martin Grimm to the bima to recite the blessing as once more we give thanks to God for its gifts.
Baruch Adonai Habarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Habarach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher b'harbanu mikol ha'amim v'natana lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai noten Torah.
Amen.
Amen. Ve'emid hakohen hametaher et ha'ish hamitaher ve'otam lifnei Adonai peta ohel moed ve'laka hakohen et hakeves ha'ehad ve'hikriv oto la'asham ve'elog hashamen ve'henif otam tenufa lifnei Adonai.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah imeh v'hayei olam nata v'takainu. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Next to Cam.
Ta'amod, 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 hana habat mitzvah.
Baruch et Adonai Hamvorah.
Baruch Adonai Habarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorah Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher barbanu mikol ha'amim ve'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Veshahat et hakeves bimekom asher yishat et hahatat ve'et ha'olah bimekom hakodesh ki kahata ha'asham hu lakohen Kodesh, Kodashim, Hu. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'hayei olam nata v'tohenu. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Beautiful, Hannah. So nice. Give your parents a nice hug. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Stay right here. And we invite Abby Rappaport and Tammy Adams to join us to assist in dressing the Torah.
This week's Haftorah comes from the book of 2 Kings, verses 3 and 4. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bahar b'nevi'im tovim ve'ratza v'divreihem hane'emarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai haboher b'torah u'Moshe avdo Uv-Yisrael amo uvi-nevi'ei ha'emet v'tzedek. Ve'arba'a anashim hayu metzoraim peta hashar vayomeru ish el re'ehu Ma anahahnu yoshvim po admatnu im amarnu navo ha'ir ve'hara'av ba'ir ve'vamatnu sham Ve'im yashavnu fo v'amatnu ve'atah lehu ve'nipla el mahanei aram im yehuyunu niyeh ve'im yamitunu ve'matnu.
We continue with verse 6. V'Adonai hishmiya et mahaneh aram kol rehev kol sus kol hayil gadol vayomru ish elahiv hineh sachar aleinu melech Yisrael et mohei Hahitim et Malhei Mitzrayim Lavo Aleinu Vayakumu Vayanusu Vaneshef Vayazvu et Oholehem et Susehem Vetamorehem Hamachane Ka'asher Hi Vayanusu Vayafnafsham. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam tzur kol ha'olamim tzadik b'chol hadorot hal hane'eman ha'omer ve'osei hamedaber u'mekayim shekol devarav emet v'tzedek al haTorah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al hanevi'im b'yom hashabat hazeh Shenatata lanu Adonai Eloheinu likdusha ve'limnucha lechavod ultifaret al hakol Adonai Eloheinu anachnu modim la umbarchim ota yitbarashim ha befi kol chai tamid leolam va'ed Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. Amen. The Torah portion that I had the pleasure of reading today is Mitzvah from the book of Leviticus. In Hebrew, Mitzvah means one who is diseased. In biblical times, when people were infected by a skin deformity, which is today perceived by rabbis as leprosy, the priest would remove them from the community entirely until they were healed. This process was put in place to ensure they no longer be impure. They were not permitted back into the community until they took the necessary time to recover. My Torah portion contains a set of instructions for the ritual purification. Specifically, the priests were directed to make a sacrifice with 2 clean living birds. One bird was to be killed with a ritual, its blood sprinkled over the afflicted person, while the other bird was to be set free in open country. The infected person would now be deemed pure and could return to the community. It has been said that the people became infected with leprosy because they committed lashon hara, that is, evil speech. According to the Talmud, spreading lashon hara, slander, lies, or misfortune, is identical to the denying power of God. God has commanded that we as people be honest and truthful. God has instructed that we not spread gossip or speak falsely about others. Jewish tradition tells us that if a person is dishonest, then such a person will be punished with skin infections. In our modern day, we can think about the idea that once a rumor is out there, it spreads quickly, in the same way that a skin infection spreads quickly over the body. It is difficult to fix the problem. In our own lives, we might find ourselves gossiping about other people, talking about them behind their backs. Depending on the situation, maybe we do this to make ourselves feel better, or maybe it's just to distract us from our own wrongdoings. Irregardless of why we choose to do this, it is our obligation as Jews to follow God's teachings and to not find an excuse to speak ill of others. Miriam, one of our prophets, developed a skin disease because she spread rumors and spoke against Moses. But she learned from her mistakes and was healed. Like her, we too can learn to be sensitive to the feelings of others and refrain from participating in lashon hara. We can learn that our choice of words has the power to uplift, inspire, and compliment them, or we can put them down, belittle them, and hurt their feelings. On this special day, I want to recognize all of you for being here today, and especially express my gratitude to Rabbi Lyon, Rabbi Scott, Rabbi Foster, and Cantor Trumpeter for all of their guidance. To Hannah, you have been a great bar mitzvah partner, and I am so glad to have been able to share this special day with you. To my extended family, thank you for coming from near and far and for encouraging me today, especially my beloved grandparents who support me in all that I do. To my siblings, Ashley and Daniel, we are an amazing threesome, and you will always have a special place in my heart. Finally, Mom and Dad, without you, I'm sorry. I wouldn't be the person that I am today. Thank you so much. To conclude, I wanted to share that several years ago, I remember Rabbi Lyon telling my class at Schlenker about how every person has 3 direct prayers to God. One of those occasions is when a person becomes a bar or bar mitzvah. So at this time, I would like to share my special prayer as a bar mitzvah. Dear God, who brought our people out of Egypt, who blesses us with life each day, let us live in prosperity, banish evil from our world, allow us to learn from our mistakes, and to grow as a strong nation. Let us breathe in the words of your Torah to follow all of its instructions and to one day understand all that the Torah teaches. Heal those who are sick, help those who are in poverty, and care for those who are old. For you, God, are the one who binds people together. May your teachings of mitzvot bring us together in peace and harmony. Shabbat Shalom.
My Torah portion, the Mitzvah, is concerned with skin disease and how to be rid of the skin disorders and various other impurities. Part of the Mitzvah includes how to identify, remedy, and treat those with skin infections, and how the Mitzvah discusses how the person who has it should be treated. Featured prominently is how the ill would be brought before the priest so that they would be purified. It also states that priests would bring before a male lamb and offer it with a log of oil as a replacement offering. Rabbi Leibowitz said, "The plague teaches us that society should take notice of the first sign of misconduct, however small. Just the same as disease begins with hardly noticeable symptoms and can be stopped if detected in time, so a moral disease in society can be prevented from spreading if immediate steps are taken. Otherwise, it will spread through the community." The lesson that I learned from the Mitzvah was if we catch a problem when it is small, then we can stop it from spreading. This can extend to our society as well. The casting out of people is represented in our society as homeless men, women, and children are just about every busy street corner in Houston. We have continued to let the homeless population rise as we, as a society, cast away those no longer of immediate use to us. Very specifically, on a single night in January 2018, almost 38,000 veterans were experiencing homelessness nationwide. On the same night, just over 23,000 of the veterans were counted were unsheltered or living on the street. Between 2017 and 2018, there was a 5% decrease in the estimated number of homeless veterans nationwide. An afternoon drive through any busy intersection in Houston exposes the epidemic of homelessness in our community. While we have made some small progress, the number of cardboard signs, camps under an overpass, and empty donation cans are representative of the fact that we need to do more. But very specifically, what have we done as a community to help the veterans who have served our country? Why do veterans make up such a high percentage of the homeless? Both my grandfather and granddad were veterans. They have both passed away, but both my parents have instilled in me the respect and gratitude for those who have served our country at the greatest sacrifice. As I read about the casting out of those afflicted with skin disease and various other impurities, I wonder how we rationalize the homeless veterans. As a very young child, my maternal granddad was terminally ill and being treated in the Michael DeBakey Veterans Hospital here in Houston. I have fond memories of him blowing up the plastic hospital gloves to play with and the lemon drops he always had near. But I also remember his words about the many fellow brothers and sisters that had no family. As my mom pushed his wheelchair around the lake as I played, many veterans would come up to visit. They were so lonely. Many had no families or friends nearby. Many had nowhere to go after treatment. When my granddad was transferred to the hospice area, my mom only let me go visit him there once. Looking back upon that one visit, it's immediately apparent that so many would succumb to their illness alone. As I think about those veterans and the Torah portion, I started to think and ask more questions. Why should it be that a veteran is homeless in the first place? How does it feel to be a homeless veteran who has sacrificed so much and have nowhere to go? How can we change both the spoken and unspoken feelings so many of these veterans have, homeless or not, of being cast away now that they have served their country and their immediate usefulness is gone? My resolutions may seem small, but have potential to affect change. My family and I will continue to attend the services at the Veterans Cemetery where my granddad rests. We can place wreaths at the headstones during the holiday. We can place flags for Memorial Day. We can continue to look up names on the headstones and read about the veterans' accomplishments while they have served our country and after they left service. We can stand still and respectful when the national anthem is played and never forget those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice when the bugler plays taps. We can demand our government officials to do more than they are for our veterans. We can all demand that those who work for us in Washington, D.C. respect our country and the veterans who serve our country. We can ensure there are more resources and support for the physical and mental health of our veterans so they won't end up on the streets and they won't feel detached from the larger community. On this very special day, I offer a prayer to God. I'm grateful for my mom, dad, and my brother, my extended family and friends that have come here to celebrate with me. I would like to thank my friends from Schlinger for always having a friendly smile, and my friends from Pin Oak for always being there to help me through life. I would like to thank Natalie for being an amazing bat mitzvah partner, and I will not forget those who were unable to be here with me but influence me every day. I'm grateful for my 2 dogs, Percy and Sirius Black, for their companionship and excitement. I pray that those who are most in need be reassured that their life is valuable and they are loved, that they look towards God and know that this is so. I pray that as a community, we exemplify the love and kindness shown to us by helping those most in need. I pray that we each feel our lives make a difference and that the love in this synagogue spreads beyond. Shabbat Shalom.
Natalie and Hannah, I just want you to look at the congregation for a moment to appreciate their smiling faces and their pride in each of you. And I like to identify all the Schlinger teachers who are here. What a delight to see you. They're so proud of you. Turn and face me so I can talk to you personally. Natalie and Hannah, you really are wonderful bat mitzvah partners. And now you really can smile and take a deep breath and know that you've accomplished everything that you came here to do. Natalie, you read so beautifully your prayers and chanted so nicely out of the portion Mitzvah, which is about those scaly affections and leprosy. Sometimes we're just horrified that that's our portion, and better that we shouldn't translate it into English, but rather explain what the rabbis too had to unpack from such dense material. And you did a beautiful job by doing exactly what a young woman should do, which is to find out how do we find holiness in a world that is sometimes filled with brokenness and complexity. And just as you've learned from your parents and your grandparents, who have been such wonderful role models to you and to so many others, that sometimes our world is filled with brokenness, and sometimes hard as we try ourselves, we stumble. You are growing and learning, and you've done so perfectly today, but I know that it came after getting over the mistakes and stumbles in the language and finding your way. And what's beautiful about the Torah portion is that nowhere did it ever say that someone was always left out or somebody must be removed permanently from the community. The whole goal was to be sure that as human beings, because we stumble, because sometimes we do fail at things that we try hard at, we want a second chance. We want to demonstrate that we've overcome the things that we couldn't do well, and we want to be welcomed back into the community that nourishes us and sustains us and warmly embraces us and loves us. So even as a child, I'm sure that you made a mistake and sometimes were punished for it, always kindly, I'm sure. But your parents never stopped loving you and always welcomed you back when you were ready to behave again. And so even as you grow into the young Jewish woman that you are, you'll discover for yourself that it's okay to stumble, give yourself permission, and to know that the community is ready for you to take your place over and over again. But even more than that, now that you know it for yourself, and you've taught us well, you'll continue to see outside of your own family circle that there are people who are struggling, and they too need to be welcomed in when they are ready to participate with us at the highest level that they might be able to achieve. And what a beautiful thing that you, Natalie, are there to welcome them and to help them to feel like they are a friend and part of something better than they once knew. And I'm just grateful that you did find your voice today, and I know that sometimes the nerves overwhelm us, but by all measure, you did beautifully, and we're very, very proud of you. Mazel tov. Hannah, you really did find your voice today, and you got louder and louder and louder as the service went on. And it's not just because of the microphone. I think, Hannah, you really discovered something in yourself that not only was always there, but now we love to see flourish and bloom. And as you taught us from the meaning of your Torah portion, I listened so carefully to your concern and compassion for veterans, and of all people who serve so well for the sake that we might know freedom and well-being each day. How is it possible that they could be on the outside when they really should always be on the inside. And if your Torah portion inspired you to understand that, then I have no concern at all that you will always find the right words and the right way to speak of people who are marginalized and who seem so different from the rest of us, when in fact they are very much like us every day. Mitzvah is all about finding our words, so that we shouldn't gossip or slander or commit hearsay. We really do need to find a nice way to speak of others who are different from us, to find a way to explain something that is unusual or we just don't know anything about, and to be a leader in the community to be sure that other people too can follow our example and welcome instead of put out. That's the Jewish way. Judaism is not about living in isolation, it's about living in community, because that's where we thrive. And Hannah, you two have learned so well from your parents and your grandparents. You spoke of them in beautiful terms. And I know that as you continue to grow as a young Jewish woman, it is your kindness and your sweetness that will help you find the words that need to be spoken, especially when we don't understand somebody, when there's a stranger among us. It's said that we fear the things that we don't understand. So let's go out and understand them. Then we don't have to fear them. And we can find the words to say, welcome, and be a part of our community. Hannah, I know that you are that person, and you'll continue to be that person. So as you continue to grow and learn, find your voice. Always know that on this bima, both of you did so beautifully. You can do anything you set your minds to, and certainly everything that you pour your heart into. So mazel tov to you. Very proud of you. You feel better now? Keep smiling. Keep smiling. It's giving me hope you're not going to fall over up here. And I'm really delighted to give to you your tokens, your gifts from the congregation that you'll take home and use to celebrate, your Kiddush cups, which you'll use to sanctify the Sabbath and holidays and special moments. And these are your certificates of Bat Mitzvah that say you're called to the Torah. You chanted beautifully and explained very meaningfully from the portion called Mitzorah, which you'll tell anybody who ever asks. This is not the easiest Torah portion in the world to explain and teach, but you did a beautiful job. And these are gift certificates from the Reform movement that you'll use to help pay your way. They're $250 each, to help pay your way to a trip to Israel sponsored by the Reform Jewish movement. We want you to go to Israel and discover there everything that you can possibly soak up, from history and politics and archaeology, but mostly innovation, technology, and truly the wonder of a small, tiny, young country accomplishing so much. They even sent a lunar probe to the moon, and while it didn't land the way we all wanted it to, it's really quite an achievement for the state of Israel. And you are part of the future of the Jewish people. So when you come back from Israel, you'll return to Congregation Beth Israel in Houston and continue to help us find our way and to welcome everybody who might feel like a stranger to feel like a partner, a friend, and a member of our community. So we're so proud of you that it's really our pleasure and turn now to have Rabbi Scott, Rabbi Foster, and Cantor to join us so that we can extend a blessing to you on your Bat Mitzvah day. Turn and face the Holy Ark. It's over here. So that we can extend you this blessing of old, that it may go well with you today and for many years to come.
May God bless you and protect you.
May God's light shine upon you both and be gracious to you.
May God grant you all that you wish for yourselves, all that your parents and grandparents, family and friends wish for you too. May it be long life, good health, Mitzvah, and the greatest blessing of all, a lifetime of peace.
Amen.
Amen. Beautiful. Mazel tov.
One more. Beautiful.
And now, as we prepare to return the Torah to the Holy Ark, it's a pleasure to invite Mary Wilhelm and Charlene McKee to the Bema to open the doors of the Holy Ark with us. And as they arrive and as we raise the Torah, we rise. Yahalelu et Shem Adonai ki nizgav shemo levado. Let us praise the name of the Lord and give honor to God. In our prayer book, we turn to the bottom of page 282 and 287 as we join in Aleinu.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'Adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
Please remain standing.
Thank you so much.
We'll continue on page 294. Our thoughts now turn to those whose lives deeply impacted ours and live on in us and through us as fond memories. Especially today, we think of Jennifer Burdine, John Burdine, Winnie Posner, Sam Posner, Kay Sandy, Lauren Sandy, Shirley Hirschman, Mildred Rosen, Lillian Chowski, Jacob A. Cohen, Lana Wilhelm, and Lois Brooks. We now join together with words of Mourner's Kaddish, keeping those names on our hearts. Page 294. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala v'zman kariv v'imru, Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam ulalmei almaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei kudsha b'rechu, Leila min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran be'ama v'imru, amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Hoseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, to which we say, amen. You may be seated. At this time, while our formal prayers have concluded, our blessings continue, and I'd like to invite Natalie to come down with her parents as they offer her their words of blessing.
First, if I could thank our wonderful rabbis and cantor for a beautiful service last night and today. We really appreciate all that you do to lead our community so much. Thank you to my family and friends for being here, and my Schlenker colleagues. Really appreciate everybody's presence on our special day. Natalie, I'm really proud of you today, and as I was contemplating what to talk about, I kept coming back to right after you were born, when I was looking for a little birth announcement to send out to everybody. And the one I found was very simple. It had 3 simple words at the top: oh, so sweet. That's all it said. And I guess the reason I keep coming back to this is because it has continued to be a description that we use to describe you and that others use to describe you. That's what you are, sweet. You exude positive energy. You're easy to talk to. People enjoy being around you. You also never want to miss a thing, which makes you a great companion. When you were little, I referred to you as my purse because I could take you anywhere. And still now, I can always count on you to keep me company. Life is joyful. When you're around, it's lively, and your beautiful singing and laughter, lots of laughter, often fills our household. You have possessed a strong Jewish identity since you were quite young, and I'm proud to credit our wonderful Beth Israel clergy, as well as your amazing teachers at Schlenker, for helping you to establish that, even to the point where you thought that everybody was part of the tribe. And I'll never forget when you came home with a painting that you'd made in art class of the Mona Lisa, and you'd drawn a little Star of David around her neck. And when I saw it, I thought it was cute, so I pointed it out. I said, "Oh, Natalie, you made her Jewish." And you looked at me bewildered and said, "What? You mean she's not?" You have happily immersed yourself in the teachings of Torah and the study of Hebrew. And I know you don't really want to take Spanish next year. She really wants to continue with Hebrew, but she's going to do some Spanish. But because of your commitment to your studies, you have really helped enhance our family traditions, you and your sister and your brother now. And I really love that, our Jewish traditions at home. You found a connection to your Torah portion today, and I know that you will go forward with its teachings in mind. You are a gentle soul, you care about others, and you do try to be inclusive of others. You do try to avoid hurting other people's feelings. It bothers you when people are not nice and talk about others behind their back. You don't like that. Your Torah portion reminded you how important words can be, particularly in this day and age when communication is so instant and constant. We really have to be more mindful than ever about how to use our words. And I hope, my prayer is that as you become a teenager and a young adult, you will continue to use your voice for good. You will choose your words wisely, engage in meaningful conversations with others, say things that will lift people up and be encouraging. And I'm just happy to be here with you, surrounded by our family and friends, and I do love you to pieces.
Natalie, I know you're nervous. Not so much about all of this, but about whether Dad's going to be cool and say some nice stuff, or if he's going to have one of his think outside the box, embarrass me moments. Well, lucky for you, Dad's going to try to play it cool today, because today my heart is filled with love and joy to be up here with you, such a special, sweet young girl. I cannot tell you what a joy and a privilege it is to be up here with you today in front of all of our family, all of our friends, and all of our Congregation Beth Israel extended family. Your mother and I, we love all three of our children, and we appreciate all three of your unique qualities. But today is your day, because today you were focused on your commitment to the Torah, and just as your ancestors did before you, Lador Vador. Natalie Burdine, I am so impressed with you. Your intense focus on being such a good friend, such a good student, and such a good family member really impresses me. Although I'm sure your siblings at times don't always appreciate how you like to mother them, especially your oldest sibling. And even though I rule the household internet with an iron fist, you always seem to get your way, either in the sweet way that you ask or with the sudden mitzvahs that you do around the house. Dad, would you like some water? You always seem to get your way. All I really know is that when you are gone, whether on a trip or at a sleepover, our house is eerily quiet without you and your boundless energy filling our home. As your parents, we always worry. It's part of us. The Burdines probably, we go a little overboard with our worry. But speaking of Lador Vador, you got to understand and not blame us, because look who we come from. We have Nana, who's a warrior, and then we have my mother, who takes it to a whole new level. Oy vey. So you have to forgive us for over-worrying for you. We want to protect you. And for me personally, I was nervous when Daniel was born, because I was concerned about you, because I didn't want you to fall into this middle child syndrome and somehow get lost in the shuffle. And I think it was the first Wild Fish performance that you were performing in when you were younger. And I saw this soft, sweet-spoken little girl step up to the stage and open your mouth, and out came this big voice that carried the tune, and I saw your emotion and your personality explode on that stage. I haven't worried about you one iota since then. Very proud of you. It's no small coincidence that your sweet Aunt Jennifer, the middle child in my family, passed away this time last year. It was an honor to have her name read in remembrance yesterday at the service and at today's service. There's a lot of similarities in our families. I have my battle-hardened brother, the first sibling. They always say the first one through the wall gets the bloodiest. And then we have my brother, and you have your oldest sister who've shared that burden. Then we have the somewhat spoiled youngest boy, much like your brother, who at age of 8 has probably had more sweet treats than the two of you combined. You know it's true, Daniel. As you've learned here today and throughout growing up, you know, life is filled with different trials and tribulations. You may be sick during the week of your Torah portion. Your Torah portion may cover leprosy. I mean, there may be some curveballs that are thrown at you in life, and it's how you handle them that was really what matters. Your Aunt Jennifer, she faced a lot of challenges in her life. You know, in today's terminology, she was, you know, called special needs. And I think that's very appropriate, because she was a very special person. And as you know, every room that she went into, she was a light. And everybody that got to know her really felt her presence and were made better by her. Yes, Aunt Jennifer needed a little extra care, but what she needed the most were the love of her family and her friends. You, young lady, have a lot of friends, like a lot. You are more popular than your mother and I ever were growing up in school. And I hope that you learn from Aunt Jennifer, because for Aunt Jennifer, only the best and most genuine people gravitated towards her. And I hope that you and your life, you have the same effect on the people around you, and that only the best and the most genuine get drawn close to you. Because the hard challenges you will face in life will build your character, just as they have today, and strengthen you for this road of success ahead. May you always know that you are never alone on that journey. You will always have God, your loving family, and your closest, most genuine friends. May you live each day to the fullest, and that for every day going forward, you utilize the talent God has given you, together with the lessons that you have learned, to spread your own unique light to the world around you. In our prayer book, it says, in each age, the children of Torah become its builders and seek to set the world firm on a foundation of truth. Natalie Burdine, I cannot wait to see what things that you build. Mazel tov, I love you.
Now I have the honor of inviting Hannah to come down with her parents as she receives their blessing.
First off, I'd like to thank the Beth Israel staff and clergy. Thank you. Y'all made this just a wonderful life event for us. The Burdines for being great partners and their great support. And then the Schlenker staff. You have seen the beauty on the inside of my child as well as the outside. And the spark she had that she came to you with has grown into wildfire. And I have y'all directly to thank. Mr. Simmons, hey, how's it going? I still love, she yells out the window to you every day in carpool, and you yell back. It makes our morning. Now to you. You asked me the other day in the car what I had written down for you, because I think this was the part you were most worried about. And after I promised I wouldn't rap, because Rabbi Lyon would escort me out, or break into interpretive dance, which I think Rabbi Scott would join me in, she put those restrictions on me. So no rapping, no dancing, no anything too crazy. And so I said I would just do and say what I say to you every day. I am so very proud of you. Life is full of changes. We've experienced changes this year, expected and unexpected. They've given us the opportunity for growth and reflection, and you've handled them with grace and maturity well beyond your years. And I'm so proud of you. I see you work hard every day. 7th grade is no easy task. I remember. It's tough. You've handled volleyball, joining volleyball team, back-to-back theater, Hebrew, religious school, the most important, her little clan of friends, to call them a tribe or something like this now. I'm not that cool. I don't know the word. And your family obligations. And you have done it with persistence and determination. Maybe not so much organization, but our house seems to run well on chaos and chocolate chip cookies lately. So I'm very proud of you in that. And then I love that you're so unique. You have an amazing sense of humor. You're quirky, you're funny, and you make people laugh, and you have a great kindness and compassion to you. And that is what this world needs, is more kindness and compassion. And your Torah speech is very representative of who you are. Don't lose it. And then one thing Rabbi Lyon did is ask you to look out. Look out at the people that are here to support you. Feel their love and their energy and let it fill you up. And don't ever forget it, because that store of that love will get you through tough times. When I look at you, I see hope, Hannah, and compassion and kindness and the ability to change the world. You have it in you to do that. And no matter if you're full grown, if you're in high school, no matter where you are, you have me, and you will always have a safe place to land with me. I love and adore you. You will always be my baby girl, always. And I can't wait to continue to watch you grow into the Jewish young woman you are. I love you. And I didn't even cry. Didn't even cry.
Okay, since I'm coming in last here, I'll shorten it up a little bit, but I want to thank everyone for coming this afternoon to celebrate this momentous occasion for Hannah. Dwana and I are both very grateful for all in attendance to share this celebration. It was just 2 short years ago, Dwana and I were here in this same sanctuary for Hannah's 5th grade graduation, when she, unbeknownst to any of us, received the Barbara Goldstein Award for her amazing kindness, generosity, and caring at the Schlinker School. Although she exhibits none of that kindness towards her younger brother Jacob, Hannah continues on a lifelong path of caring for others. Her ability for her incredible kind-hearted ways is truly innate. But don't let her kind-hearted ways fool you. Mess with Hannah too much, and you'll quickly find out that many years of Krav Maga training has paid off. Hannah's passions for life go beyond beating up the boys in Krav class. She also loves the performing arts and has been in the casts of plays like Camp Rock, Addams Family, and her latest performance will be in Pippin, coming next month at the JCC. Watching Hannah grow up over the years, from the baby that looked as perfect and beautiful as a flawless china doll, to the smart, sophisticated, and charismatic young lady she is today, has truly been a blessing to me. I cherish all the time and experiences I have with Hannah, and I do my best to extend my knowledge and wisdom to her so that she uses that as she grows into adulthood, only to become far smarter and wiser than I am. Hannah, for me to see you at this moment in life, as you become increasingly mature, gaining knowledge and wisdom by the day, I, as your dad, could not be prouder of you. I know without any doubt whatsoever, your future will be filled with extraordinary experiences, and you will positively enrich the lives of so many people as you have already in the first 12, almost 13 years of life. Congratulations on this achievement, Hannah. I love you immensely, and I so look forward to watching you continue to mature into a person who so positively affects this world as you do. Mazel tov, Hannah.
Actually, if you'll come together with your family, Daniel, Jacob, and first cousins, if you're here, we welcome you to join us as well as we prepare to raise these cups of wine and share our blessing over the challah. Please rise so we can share these blessings together. Good. Great. Okay.
Okay. Here we go.
Wonderful.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen.
Amen. Take a sip of wine and hand it to your parents so they can share it too. And girls, we invite you to hold the challah. Afterwards, everyone is welcome to Wolf Tumim Hall for Kiddush luncheon, and let's share our blessing.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
Amen. Let's tear it together and share it and spread it around. Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shabbat
Good
shalom.
Shabbos. Thank you for joining us at Congregation Beth Israel in Houston. Sharing Shabbat with you is so meaningful to us. Let's join together again very soon. My very best wishes to you for a good week. Shabbat Shalom.